everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. You've reached Chris Loves Luxe, and today is episode 4 of season 2. I cannot believe we're already at season 2, episode 4 of McGrath Mondays. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're wondering what McGrath Mondays is exactly that. I dedicate Mondays to Mother Pat, where we feature, or I feature, different topics, things to talk about or demo related to Pat McGrath. So today is episode 4 of season 2. If you've missed season 1, I do have a playlist. I will link it right up here or here. I don't know which side it'll be on. But anyway, I will link it above. It has 15 episodes from season 1. That was fun. I took a little hiatus and then came back. So today is episode 4. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. A lot of you out here, y'all are watching, but you have not clicked that button and subscribed. And if you subscribe, perhaps you haven't clicked the notification bell just to make sure you get all the notifications. Because this year, I have a lot of things planned for us, not just Pat McGrath, but just overall on the channel. But anyway, enough about all of that. Let's get into today's topic. You're going to notice that my face is already done, right? I'm not cutting out to show you a palette. You know, that's typically what I do. I want to talk today about the lip glosses because they are still on sale, as well as the lipsticks. Now, I have a very intense video that I did months ago on the matte trans lipsticks. I will link that above as well and down in the D box so that you can see it, where I demo on my lips all of the matte trances that I have. I didn't do the luxe trances, and I'm not going to do those today because most of them are sold out anyway. What I want to focus on today is the lip glosses, because the majority of them are still $12, right? I think the only ones, and you can correct me down in the comments, I'm going to double check on my iPad, that are not are the Opulous glosses. I don't believe that those are on sale. I think those are regular price. I'm going to check on my iPad and just see, but it's okay because I have many. And I'm going to show you. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 14 regular size, and then I have 4 or 5 mini ones that aren't repeats of the large ones. So that's a lot to show you guys. So we're going to just jump right in. I also have the majority of her lip pencils, but those aren't on sale. So I'm going to focus on just showing you the lip glosses for today, right? Then once I'm done, I'll pick out the ones that most of you may know, the ones I already use on a regular basis. There is one thing I want to point out to everybody. So in one of my last hauls, and you guys know I do a lot of hauls, but if you guys remember, you remember this catastrophe when I opened up my gloss and saw this and it would not mix, right? This particular color was Divine Rose. So I did contact customer service, and they sent me a new one, which is right here. So you can tell, yes, you could tell that this was a difference. If you please, I'm back. I'm always dropping something here on my channel. But if you can tell, there is a slight difference. This looks just a little bit more deep than the new one. I don't know if this is old. I don't know what happened, but they sent me out one immediately. There's one thing I want to point out that I think I know why these are on sale. And I'm going to show you. Guys ready? And I could be totally wrong, but the packaging is different. Look at the difference. This is the older packaging. This is the new one I got. Now on it, it just has Pat McGrath Labs versus the logo. So this is the first lip that I got that's like this. That's a gloss. If you recall, these were older ones. They used to have, this was the liquid lipsticks that she had briefly. They had just the tag on it, nothing here. Then she moved to having this on the top. Now it just says Pat McGrath Labs. So I'm wondering, what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. I'm wondering if all of her lip glosses now will come with this. When you guys have ordered your lip glosses, if you've ordered them already, are they coming in the new packaging? Because I'm assuming that this is the new packaging here. Everything else looks the same. The amount is the same and everything else. It's just a different top. Anyway, food for thought. Since this one is in my hand, I will use this one first. All right, so let me try this one on. This one, again, this is Divine Rose. And the reason I'm doing this is because some of you might be trying to decide, because there's so many options. Which color to get. And I'm not wearing a liner on purpose, just so you can see the colors on my bare lips. So this one is Divine Rose. So now we'll move into the next one. You know what? These are all opuluses, so I'm going to skip the opulus. This is an opulus. We won't have as many. This is an opulus, and so is this one. The opulus glosses are not part of the sale, so that's why I'm skipping it. At least I don't think they are. Let's double check really quick. I have my iPad right in front of me. As soon as I unlock it. And I was correct. The opulus glosses are not part of the $12 sale. They are still the normal $30. So I am not going to be featuring any or showing you any of those, because I do not want to confuse anybody. Okay. So with that being said, I will keep all of those out of the mix and strictly go through the other ones. So we've already done Divine Rose, which was that pinky shade. Now we're going to go into Dare to Bear. And here's what it looks like. And I didn't do this with Divine Rose, but I will do it now. Is just straight show you the swatch on the back of my hand. So that was Dare to Bear. I'm sorry, that was Divine Rose. Let me do this. This was a Christmas gift from my daughter. I know, she's 15, she knows her mother. I got a coffee mug. It was a kit, it had a coffee mug that said Mom Fuel, and then a stemless wine glass that said Because Kids, because, well, because of her, I drink wine. That's why she said that. But anyway, so the next one is Dare to Bear. Which is right here. And you'll see a flip, a little bit of gold inside of that light pink shade. Pat McGrath has one of the best lip gloss formulas around. That's just my opinion, but I know many of you share that opinion with me. It is so comfortable. It is not tacky like many brands that have lip glosses. Even luxury brands that have lip glosses tend to be tacky. It's just so much movement. It feels so comfortable. That's why I have so many of them. And I'm tempted to buy all the rest of the colors that I don't have, but I don't think that's necessary. But here is Dare to Bear. So next up, we're gonna do a new one to my collection, which I was a little suspect about, I'm not gonna lie, because look at the bottle. I was like, is this gonna be nude or is it gonna be what? I mean, look at that. I was questioning, what is this gonna look like on me? And if it's gonna look like anything, this is the shade Love Potion. So I was kind of concerned that maybe it'll look a little ashy on me. And honestly, it does a little bit, in my opinion, right? But you guys know already what I tend to do with my glosses anyway. I tend to wear them over other lipsticks, right? Whether they're Pat McGrath or not, I tend to go to a Pat McGrath gloss in order to change the texture of a lipstick, especially if it's one of those mattes that are extremely drying. I will put a gloss over it. So here, this is Love Potion. It can look a little ashy. Right now, it's a little okay. I would not wear this on its own. I would probably put a liner with it because I don't particularly like this look. Some people don't mind it. It just looks a little, I don't particularly care for this one by itself. I'll just put it like that. I don't. But that one was Love Potion. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. Hopefully my lips don't get too raw. Next one is Sunset Rose. This one is also new to my collection. Oh, that's pretty. Here goes Sunset Rose. Little, not as deep as the first one, but let's try it on my lips. I know sometimes you pick them out and they all start to look a little bit like the same, but the undertones in them are different. So depending on if you're putting it over another lipstick, it can make a big difference in how that lipstick pulls it, how you pull off that lipstick. So this one here is Sunset Rose. And this is the swatch, which is different from the first one we tried, which was Divine Rose. Divine Rose is just a little deeper, in my opinion. I love it though, and it looks good with this eye look. I do have a lot of light colored ones, you guys, because I do wear them over lipsticks quite often. Next is Wicked Whisper. This is another new one. Here's the swatch. This is leaning a lot more pink than these, or more like a rose color. This is getting into the pinky color. Yeah, you can even tell on my lips. Yeah, this is leaning a lot pinkier. Now, in this lighting, I know things are gonna look a little different. This actually also is a little light on my skin, with my skin. Not saying that I couldn't wear it, but I would, it washing out the lines of my lips a little bit. If I add a liner to it, especially a brown one like Ground Control, now it's changing. Then it will change the look somewhat. But just if you are a lip gloss person that does no liner, you just throw on a lip gloss, you can see what it looks like. Okay. Next one is Aphrodisiac. Now this one is not new to my collection. I've had this one for a while, and it is pinky pink. Pinky pink pink. I don't know why I never swatch it in a row. I always swatch off to the side, but now we start seeing different shades. People, I think when I was doing my haul, somebody mentioned all of them look the same, and I'm like, no, it's not. Cause see, this is a lot different. You can already tell, and if you pack it on, you're getting, there's a lot more pigment in this one. It looks good with this eye look, but again, I would need a lip liner. This is Aphrodisiac. And here are the swatches again. This is Aphrodisiac, this one right here. Okay, now they clean off a lot easier than the matte trance. The matte trance, my lips was dying after that video. This one is Flesh Astral, and I'm gonna have to mix this up a little bit. Don't get scared when you see things like those bubbles or start to separate. No worries, just mix it up. This one been through a lot, y'all. Oh, this is a little more on the brown side. That's Flesh Astral. This is a very popular one. You see me use it here a lot. A whole lot. This has to be one of my, actually, this may be my favorite shade out of all of them. I think. Out of all the ones that I have, Flesh Astral is the one that I use quite often over almost everything. And it's because it is that brownish. It'll tone down a lot of stuff or brighten it up. And it's like my perfect everyday, if I didn't want to wear anything, just throw something on my lips. This is what I would reach for if I was to do that. And I have done that before, just FYI. I have. I absolutely love it. It's almost like your lips, but better. Next one is Really? Flesh Fantasy. This one is new to my collection, but very popular nonetheless. I just didn't get it till the sale. And this one they're all different tones of pink or blush. I do like this one. I've reached for it a couple of times since I purchased it, because it does have a little bit of a brown in it. Not a bad looking color, even though it swatches more on the pink side when it gets on my lips, and that's just merely because of the color of my actual lips. It pulls out the brown more than the pink. That's Flesh Fantasy, and I think it's fantastic. We have about 5 more left, and then I'm done. Next one, you guys seen me use this before, is Peach Perversion. This has little specks in it of like iridescent gold, I want to say. And this is, I see how I'm going in the side, Lord Jesus. But here it is, Peach Perversion. They call it Peach Perversion, and in the actual bottle, yes, I see the peach. I do not see it on the swatch, right? Let's see if you see it. My lips won't pick up the peach. It actually leans more pink than anything, and it has an iridescence to it that pulls silver, if you can tell. Not peach, not gold, but it's almost like a silver. What do you guys think? I don't see peach. I see it in the bottle, but it doesn't translate like that on my my lips. Or it may be because of the dark, my lips might be a tad bit darker, but it doesn't pull, it pulls silver. Even in the mirror, it's pulling silver. On camera, it's pulling more silver than gold, or a peach even for that matter. I just don't see it. But it's called Peach Perversion. Okay, the last big one before I go into my minis. This one is another one I use often, and it's Faux Real. Y'all seen me use this one many times in even non-Pat McGrath videos. You see me use it to the point where the actual color of the outside changed because I overlay it on so many different lipsticks. Trying to make sure that I swatch it right. There we go. And this one is Faux Real. This leans brown on my skin, on my lips. It leans slightly brown. I can see it here more than on camera. It is lighter than Flesh Fantasy or Flesh Astral. So these two, if you're my complexion and you're looking for something that's an everyday look, you can definitely pick those two before any of these other ones. If you're looking for something you can wear on its own, or if you want to put it over another lipstick. And I can definitely demo for you some of the lipstick choices that I use that with, but I almost use it with all of them. If I don't want to wear the lipstick as a matte, I will just put one of those, and actually I use Faux Real too over them. Okay, next are we going to get into these little babies right here, and this one is Bronze Temptation. This is a very popular one as well. Oh, how about, all right, I'll put the swatch up in a minute. I do not use this one often, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I have something on my, oh, got it. That's Bronze Temptation. It looks a little coral on camera, but it's really, I guess it kind of is. It is bronze though, but it has a hint of like gold specks in it. You can't feel them or anything. If you want a little pigmentation, you don't want anything like the others that's just as light, then you can always use this one. Okay, that's Bronze Temptation. Two more, because the others that I have are all Opulus glosses. Next one is Flesh 4. Now we getting into pigmentation. that is Flesh 4. It's leaning a little red on camera, but it's actually like a dark brown. Here's Flesh 4. That's a nice pigmentation. I don't pull for this. I'm gonna be honest with you. The small ones always stay in these for me when I'm on the go. So I don't ever have them out on display to use them while I am at home, which is where I've been for months, right? Next one, and the last one, is Blood 2. I can't stand that name. Because it's just like, why put something called blood on your lips? But anyway, and that is a nice fiery red on camera. It is deeper in the actual component. And when you put it on, it has a lot of pigmentation, as you can tell, right? That's a lot of pigmentation for a gloss. Most glosses, you don't expect this kind of pigmentation, but leave it to Mother Pat to always give you the pigmentation. So I'm taking this off. I didn't keep it on long, I know. My mouth is on fire now. All this rubbing. So here are all of the swatches. I hope it helped somewhat. I do want to show you how a liner can change things. So I'm going to take the Ground Control Liner by Pat McGrath. I use this so much. I'm going to sharpen it again. So I took the Ground Control Liner, and now I'm going to take one, like, remember what I said about Love Potion? I was like, oh, this is a little ashy looking. But when I mixed them together, now I get a nice, gotta blend it a little more, a nice, different, soft look. It has some depth to it from the Ground Control Liner, and this is a look I can do every day. I can just put this on, but using the Love Potion by itself, I don't particularly care for it myself. You know, I prefer to then put a liner on with it. So if you get any of the liners, these are the liners that I suggest, and no, they're not on sale. But with these glosses, you're going to need a couple of liners. What is this? Ground Control, Deep Dive, Brownouveaux. Yeah, these are my most used liners. After that would be Manhattan. And that's it. These are my most used ones. I have many others, but these, if you were to say you're gonna get all of these liners, any of the lip glosses that I mentioned, pair very well with these 4 liners right here. And I can swatch the liners for you just so you can see them. I'll do it right here. This one is Manhattan. This one is Brownouveaux. Manhattan has a little more brown in it. Brownouveaux has a little bit more red, kind of leaning just a tad bit purple. Magenta, maybe. Then you have Deep Dive. This is Deep Dive. It's a little darker than Manhattan. A little more brown than Manhattan. And then you have Ground Control, which is just a straight brown. So any of these 4 pair very well with almost all of them. Maybe not this red one right here, but almost all of them. There you go. So if you haven't invested in any of the Pat McGrath liners, I would say pick those up with your order. Now, I know this is a lot different than what we used to. We used to talking about palettes and stuff like that with McGrath Mondays, but I did because that sale is still going on and it is a very good sale. I am tempted to get backups of the couple of the lip glosses that I use all the time, but I think it would be a little excessive considering how many lip glosses I have from other brands as well. It's just pure craziness for me to do that. Even though in the back of my head, I keep telling myself I need to, but I'm not going to. At least I'm going to try my best not to. So let me know down in the comments which ones you already have. Are there any ones that I showed you that now you're going to go get? Are you not going to shop any more sale? I know it's the new year. Everybody's maybe trying to recover from their holiday shopping, but let me know down in the comments what you're thinking. Now, as far as the lip kit, it did get shipped today. So I'll probably get it. It's the weekend, Sunday. So I'll probably get it Tuesday. I will not wait till the following Wednesday. I'm going to do a quick video just to compare the Elson 3 to my other Elsons, as well as the other reds that I have from Pat McGrath. And we go into an in-depth review, give you my thoughts on it, if it's worth it, if it's not. So look for that because I am amped about it. So as soon as I get it, which hopefully will be Tuesday night, I will set aside time to go through the review so that I can drop it on Wednesday. So hopefully I can have it sometime by then, but just look out for the video. With all that said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell so you're notified when I do upload a video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. But the most important thing I need for everyone to do is to stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.